So what are these positive aspects of the Kaspa project? Well, I'll give you 6 that really impressed me. The first one was that it claimed to have solved the blockchain trilemma. That's pretty impressive. The only other project that I had discovered up until that point that possibly solved the blockchain trilemma was the KDA Kadena project. However, I believe that the block DAG style of the Kaspa project really and truly solved the blockchain trilemma. Number 2, Kaspa is based on the Ghost DAG Phantom protocol. And this is a scalable generalization of the Nakamoto consensus. Those of you who are in the know realize that that is the Bitcoin consensus. Very impressive. Number 3, this project was fair launched, crowdfunding style. So what does that mean? When you do a fair launch, that means that there is no pre-sale, there are no investors or institutional backers of the project, and that everyone has the equal opportunity to buy with no special privilege for anyone, including the person who founded the project or any of the developers. Also, there was no pre-sale and no pre-mining. You know how a lot of these projects start out and they tell you that if you sign up for the pre-sale, we're going to let you buy as much of this as you want before it's listed on an exchange. That usually ends in a rug pull. Sometimes you can get lucky and have a very low entry price with a pre-sale if it is an honest project. We did not have to worry about that with the Kaspa project. Last but not least, no early access. No one had early access to purchasing before the listing on the first exchange. Very impressive. Number 4, Kaspa has very quick transaction speeds and a high throughput ability. At the time of this video, I think that the block finalization for the Kaspa block DAG is the second fastest of any cryptocurrency project in the sector. I think it is number 2 to Solana, which has 0.4 of a second block completion time as opposed to I think it's 1 second for Kaspa. Okay, on to number 5. It is a high security proof of work project built on the Bitcoin concept. That means safety and security. It's not a proof of stake project. It's proof of work. So that means that we have the safety of Bitcoin and the ability to mine this coin. And if I'm not mistaken, Kaspa is the second most popular proof of work project for mining. It's very profitable. Number 6, last but not least, Kaspa is both an excellent store of value and it has financial application potential for spending, making purchases, and for its capability of smart contracts, which will be coming in the future. So when you add all of that up, it's pretty obvious that this is a serious project. Now, I looked into the developers, I looked into who it was that came up with the project, and I found out that it was Yonatan Sampolinsky. And I had a young man from Israel who joined my CryptoPro Telegram group by the name of Aviad. He had watched one of my videos where I was questioning the background of Kaspa during the time that it was getting flooded most heavily. So he came into the group and told me that he knew Yonatan Sampolinsky personally since childhood and also was friends with Shai Wyborski, the head developer. Aviad actually got me into a private conversation with the 4 of us where I got to speak with Yonatan Sampolinsky myself and ask several questions. I asked him to come and guest appear on my channel, to which he declined. But I'm grateful for the fact that he spent the time to speak to me personally. I do hope to have Shai Wyborski to come on in the near future, as I will be lending him an invitation or sending out an invitation very soon for him to come and speak and answer some general questions. So these are real people, and that's a great thing when it comes to doing your due diligence and research to find out if a project is legitimate. So that is the reasons that I have for you why I am very confident about the future of this project.